Welcome to a Brandt Agricultural Product Walk-Around looking at our new product offering of the Ag Blade. Brandt has been making hard-to-the-core blade attachments for the construction and municipal industries for years. We're taking that knowledge and expertise and providing a solution for the ag industry. Standing in front of our 48-inch series of Ag Blade, it has a moldboard height of 48 inches. This blade is useful for moving high volumes of lighter material, your snow or your silage. It comes in 14, 16, 18, and 20 foot widths. It also comes in a 40-inch series moldboard height, so that's 40 inches from top to bottom. It is kind of more geared to your site maintenance, your land leveling, and movement of heavy materials. It comes in 12, 14, 16, and 18 foot lengths. Our 48-inch blade comes standard with 6-way blade functions. It has a lift height of 40 inches from cutting edge to ground, 14 degrees blade tilt left and right, and 30 degrees blade angle left and right. It has a dig depth of 14 inches to 17 inches dependent on your tire configuration and your axle configuration. Our 40-inch blade comes standard with 6-way blade functions. It has a lift height of 44 inches, has blade tilt of 14 degrees left and right, and blade angle of 30 degrees. It has a dig depth of 8 to 12 inches depending on your tire configuration and your axle configuration. Here we can see that 30 degrees of blade angle allows the material to flow and windrow up real nicely compared to competitors who have under 25. What that does is allow the material to get off the blade sooner and less material goes to the far side when you're not casting, reducing trips and have double passes to have a clean finished look. This is where our 14 degrees of blade tilt comes into play for ditching and making drainage ditches and following slope work. Competitors have only 10 degrees, which is very limiting, especially when you're working on a steep grade or really want to dig down in easy material that to easily dig in. Standard on Brandt's 48 and 40-inch blade is these mitered blade ends. So this angle allows for working against containment walls or other obstacles when the blade is angled. This mitered end or angled edge allows less material to pass by between the wall and the blade, and also allows less damage to the back of the moldboard when it's a straight edge. Competitors who have a straight edge offer for additional cost this mitered edge. Ours comes standard. Also standard is skid shoes on the back of our moldboards. What this allows is to control your depth of your cutting edge so you don't deep dive into the ground. On the 48-inch series, we have this infinite adjustment. So with this turnbuckle, you can adjust that skid shoe up and down. On our 40-inch series, we have 4 position holes where you just pull a pin, adjust your skid shoe, and put the pin back in. Additional options on our blade is the addition of high volume box end plates. What they do is they bolt onto this mitered angled edge and extend the blade out and makes it a box blade. This is useful if you're doing stockpiling or moving a lot of material in a straight push. To improve capacity of both your 48 and 40-inch blades, we also offer this 24-inch silage extension. This extension is universal for both blades. It just matches up to the width of your blade. There's an optional work light kit too that keeps you working after the sun goes down. That work light kit can be bolted to the same mounting as the silage extension if you have a bare blade, or it mounts to the top of the blade and shoots over top of the silage extension as well. Standard on both our 48 and 40-inch Ag blades is this 3/4 inch thick, 8-inch wide reversible curved cutting edge. The curved cutting edge allows for material roll up to go follow up the blade and move forward and improve your capacity and moving material. The reversible edge is beneficial to the customer versus some other competitors who only offer a single-sided edge. Typically, operators will favor one side of the blade and this wears this wear edge unevenly. On a single-use blade is once that blade wears out, you have to replace the blade. On our system with a reversible edge is once that blade wears unevenly or wears to a point where you need to replace it, you just flip it over and you get double the lifespan out of that wear part. Our universal push group and frame mount fits both the 48 and 40-inch blades. This universal frame mount mounts both blades and all axle configurations. Our universal push group and frame consists of 3 parts. First you have your pivot frame mount, which has all your cylinders for your angular and tilt. These cylinders share common steel kits, so there's less parts inventory needed on the farm. It also consists of the coupler frame. This coupler frame has come standard with a double acting cylinder that engages and disengages your coupler frame from your frame mount to your tractor. The frame mount is universal. Just using spacers and bolts and different bolt hole patterns on the frame allows compatibility with all axle configurations. Also too, when mounting the frame to the tractor, you do not have to drill or weld. It uses existing bolt holes, so there's less time to install on the first installation. The standard configuration for the coupler, which connects your push group of your blade to the frame of your tractor, is a double acting cylinder, which can be operated from the cab by the operator. The second thing we have is options for your hydraulic lines connect and disconnect. What you're looking at here is your individual lines, which are color coded front and back to make sure that you do not hook up to the wrong orifice. The second option for the hydraulic lines is a multi-bank option. What that is all 6 hoses are on one bank and single lever that connects the two and disconnects the two. This safety valve here makes sure that you don't accidentally activate your coupler cylinder on the underneath. So once you're connected, you put this to the off position, and if you accidentally hit that lever, it's not going to automatically disconnect from you. You have to purposely come out and activate this lever to provide hydraulic fluid to that coupler cylinder. Thanks for viewing a Brandt AgBlade product walk-around video. For any more questions, contact your local Brandt representative or check out brandt.ca.